Greetings and welcome back to some more Twisted Metal on PlayStation 3. When we last left off, we completed the electric cage match, and now we're moving on to Juggernaut Death Match at Watkins Harbour. Juggernaut is a heavily armoured battle rig that will constantly spawn fresh enemies onto the battlefield. Find its vulnerable spots and use them to your advantage. So obviously we're going to learn about the vehicle known as Juggernaut, which is actually an unlockable vehicle later on in the game. But if I wanted to, I could just pick it now and have an actual easier time, but I'm not going to go that route because, you know, I want to have a fair amount of difficulty to have the maximum amount of fun in this game. Anyway, as soon as this loads, I will shut up, but okay, there we go.
Killing your own family? A nice touch, Mr. Kane.
They held me back.
Yes, I suppose they did. So anyhow, this is Watkins Harbour. Grimy, rundown, lost hopes around every corner. Your kind of place, yes? And this is Juggernaut. He won't appear on radar, and he's very hard to kill. Every few minutes, he'll drop a new contestant onto the battlefield. So find him quick, and kill him quicker. It helps to shoot his insides while his doors are open. More damage that way. Same with the grill. Aim for Juggernaut's front to take him down fast. Stay alive, Sweet Tooth. The one that got away, you're getting so close.
Okay, let's go. So for this particular level, we need to openly go out and find the Juggernaut, which is actually all the way over there, so that's handy. Meanwhile, we've got opponents that are actually shooting at me from all angles, so we need to kind of destroy Juggernaut quite quickly, otherwise we're going to be killed. Nobody likes to be killed. God. Ah! That was a bad mistake. Actually, where am I going? There's a health box. Yeah.
Special weapon is regenerated.
Catch up. Alright. Probably not going to have enough, never mind. There we go, we killed Juggernaut. And I think Juggernaut was actually about to release another opponent, but never mind. Pause off. I'll drop these mines so that you die quick. There's... Really now, you're really that content on actually firing at me? I mean, really? I've got missiles with your name on it, and I'm gonna fire so badly. See? I told you not to mess with me.
3 opponents left.
Can I at least get this? Yeah, napalm. Alright. Whoa! Easy there, meat wagon. Ah, jerk. Hiya! That's a really powerful maneuver if you can actually, you know, hit it properly. Anyway. Dang it, Kamikaze. We shouldn't have too many issues because he's a lightweight vehicle, and a ram could instantly not kill him but take a lot of damage away from him. So, but he moves so quickly. Dang it! I was hoping to batter ram him. Like that. Boom! That's what I wanted to do. I just need the right moment. Anyway, who's this? Oh, it's Vernon. Boom! Hiya! He's taking a lot of damage. Dang it. Oh, I could use the turbo. Seeing how there's only 2 opponents left and this map is actually quite big, I'm not worried about too many things. I mean, I'm quite an armoured plated vehicle, so I'm not worried about taking too much damage here. Gosh darn it, he blocked. Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Boom! Whew. Okay, one more to go, and it's Meat Wagon. Can charge my missiles, ready for the attack. There we go. Yay, there we go. Awesome. And we got gold too. Wow, I'm actually surprised. I thought we'd have gotten silver because the medal system is actually the way you get different medals is depending on the time that you actually beat the level in. So at a certain time you get gold, and then another time you get silver, and then another time you get bronze. Or if you're really bad, then you get no medal at all. But yeah, I'm surprised we actually got gold there. Okay, moving on. We have got the desert twisted race at Diablo Pass. Race through the winding canyon while battling your enemies. If you miss too many gates, you will be destroyed. Be the first across the finish line and trigger the bomb activation plate to detonate the explosives in your enemies' cars and blow them to hell. Now, normally, I'd probably be using a vehicle like Reaper or Crimson Fury, but I want to challenge myself and use Sweet Tooth because, well, it's Sweet Tooth's story. It seems kind of wrong to not use Sweet Tooth, to not use Needle's cane in the Sweet Tooth. I mean, it would be easy to just use Crimson Fury, but I'm challenging myself with this. Don't worry, I won't be using the Sweet Tooth all the time. I will be using other vehicles, especially in the other stories. But I just think since we're playing as one of the most iconic Twisted Metal characters, it makes sense.
Welcome to Diablo Pass. Winding roads, dried blood on the asphalt, and plenty of plunges right to your death. This is Battle Race, Sweet Tooth. Every gate you miss will count against you. Miss too many, and it's an early end. Also, you should know, I've equipped every vehicle with a bomb. Race to the ghost town and hit the bomb gate to arm these explosives. Be the first back to the starting line to hit the bomb detonation plate. And blow everyone else to hell.
Three, 2, 1.
And we're off. So yeah, I'm using it. Oi! God damn it, Axel.
Missed.
Okay. No worries, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge just to try and catch up, and I'm going to be sure to use, wow, this guy's a, wow, okay. I don't usually just have this many issues. But I will prevail. Look, I'm already in 3rd place. I'm in 2nd, and now it's Roadkill in 1st, which I'm surprised is not, either Kamikaze or Crimson Fury. I mean, you'd think the fastest car in this game would be, you know, #1, but I'm surprised it's not. And I almost went for that jump. I was really tempted, so I chose against it. Now, buzz off. Now I'm dropping mines. Yeah. And pretty much just don't crash. And to be honest, it's actually kind of difficult to crash in this because it's quite a straightforward track. But in later twisted races, ooh, you're definitely going to need a faster car because literally the other vehicles won't be able to get across the jumps and such. And what I mean by jumps, well, you will guys see much later. Definitely much later. Anyway, we've armed the bomb. Now all we need to do is just get back to the start again. And as Calypso put it, blow everyone else to hell. And if you look on the top left there on the map, we're really quite far ahead, especially a Sweet Tooth. I mean, geez. And to get a bit more ground, I recommend switching to the Sweet Bot mode. You know, just to make it a little bit, make the journey a little bit more interesting. And keep these behind, just in case. Yes! Contact. Crimson Fury is catching up, but no worries. I'm gonna lay some mines.
Special weapon has regenerated.
Just to make sure his trip is a dangerous one. Oh yes, I know. I'm that evil, but you know it makes sense. Oh no, you don't. Back off. You may be the fastest car, but I'm the strongest here. Oh, it's gonna be close. Gonna be real close. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. You had me right at the end there, but you just weren't fast enough. You know, like I said, I could have played as Crimson Fury, but I wanted to show that it's possible to race as a vehicle that's actually quite slow and still manage to win the race. Whew. Anyway, moving on, we've got one more Sweet Tooth level to do, and it's the boss against the Brothers Grimm, which obviously is it's a boss fight based on Mr. Grimm. So yeah, and there's gonna be something very interesting about this particular fight, which I will go into more details after this.
Welcome back to Sun Springs, Sweet Tooth. As you can see, you're not alone. The loyal gang of Mr. Grimm, a fellow competitor, wants to keep you from your prize. If they kill you, next year, one of them gets to enter my contest. So as you can imagine, they're motivated.
Boss, this don't look good.
They're just men, just people. And I've killed plenty of people.
Okay, so, as you can see, we are fighting against two giant-sized monster trucks. Yeah, two giant monster trucks that have guns. That's pretty hardcore. But, yeah, there's something very interesting about this particular fight, and it revolves around the red monster truck and its name. As you probably could have seen, it's called Hammerhead. Why is that interesting? Because in the original Twisted Metal game, and Twisted Metal 2, and some of the latest ones, which actually had Hammerhead in the game, Hammerhead is actually also the name of the monster truck car that was in those games, which were driven by Mike and Stu. The drivers, which were like teenagers, basically. And, oh yeah, I just find that really interesting. And the other monster truck really hasn't got any interesting details. It's just, you know, another monster truck. Anyway, we're going to blow up the one which is nearly dead now. Slayer. Ow. Oh, and I should also I forgot to mention, we're actually in a different car now, because they automatically put us in this car. This is the Roadkill, which is a classic Twisted Metal vehicle that's been in just about nearly all the games. Or a version of Roadkill has appeared in nearly all the games. Ooh! Yeah, word of advice. Don't drive headfirst into the monster truck tyres, because otherwise you are going to have a horrible day. Trust me. And don't bother hiding in buildings, because they will find you, and they will run you over. They will run the buildings down to the ground, and you will have to find a new hiding spot. And we managed to do a backwards missile shot to blow up one of the monster trucks. I believe that was Slayer.
Screw this clown. Weapons ain't cutting through that, boss.
Interesting. It's like a little shell for them to hide in.
Don't worry, boss. Just get us close. I'll take care of the rest.
Then we can gut the fucker.
Oh yes we will, sweetie. So, we have a new strategy now. The boss is actually decided to do a new strategy where he decides to put armoured plating over his vehicle. So, your co-driver has an ingenious idea to get on top of your vehicle and actually, you know, jump inside the monster truck so that he can plant C4 and blow it up. And now what I gotta do is basically survive until the co-pilot can plant the C4, which shouldn't be too difficult with my driving skills at least. I'll just pick up these weapons along the way. And you will need these weapons because you'll see once the... I'm getting flattened. No. Trust me when I say this. Do not get in the way of that plow. It will demolish you.
Okay, boss. Come pick me up and rip these bastards apart.
I've never watched anyone blow up before. I wonder.
Now, here's the thing that's quite devilish. You see, the co-pilot or the gunner actually left a detonator with Sweet Tooth. Kind of a bad move. Now, I've always wanted to know if it's actually possible to rescue the guy, because you actually see him hanging underneath the monster truck. But I don't think it's actually possible. I mean, if it is, you guys could probably let me know.
Until you left the detonator in the car with me.
Yeah, there we go.
From having to cut you before I visit Calypso.
No! No! Boss! Boss!
going to be so much fun.
I just wanted to let the dialogue play. And we literally blow up the armoured off, but we lose our gunner, which means we're limited to certain weapons now, since our gunner is no longer shooting with weapons. But that doesn't mean we can't still kill him.
I've killed tougher than you. You're just the warm-up, the appetizer, before I find and slaughter the entree.
So now it's just basically a one-on-one battle against the other monster truck, wherever the hell the other monster truck went to. Oh, there he is, way in the background. So what I do is basically spam all the missiles. Spam all the missiles, all the weapons that you managed to pick up, and he is out of there.
It was fun to watch them die that way. But now, tonight, it all comes to an end. Tonight, I finally get my special treat.
I love that line. That ending kind of made no sense, because how did the driver get back into the vehicle? I guess that's one of the many glitches that kind of happens in this game. But anyway, guys, please enjoy Sweet Tooth's ending.
The battle was over. I had killed almost everyone. But she was still out there. And Calypso knew where she was hiding. For my prize, I told Calypso to send me where she'd been all these years. Oh, tonight, I'd finally get to cut her. Take me to her now!
Your wish is granted.
Calypso. Calypso. Where's my goddamned prize?
Look around, Sweet Tooth. You've been given your prize. That night, when she first encountered you, she was so traumatized. She was so damaged. The hospital just wasn't really working for her. So she checked herself out and made other arrangements. She's been dead for 10 years.
You can't kill me! You can't kill me! You can't ever kill me! I'll find you, Calypso! I'll find you and kill you! You will fear Sweet Tooth!
My name is Daniel Grimm, and I'm an asshole. I've robbed people, killed people. Hell, some of the ones I killed, I know they didn't have it coming. But I wasn't always like this. My life, it used to be different. It used to be good. I'd sit up in that beat-up truck of his. Every few days, a brand new town, a brand new stadium. But even with all the fans, all the excitement, It was being in that truck with my dad that I loved the most. He was my idol. And in that get-up of his, I thought he was a damn superhero.
Back in town to shatter the world record he set just last year. Please welcome the high-flying, death-defying stuntman that death himself is too scared to touch. The one and only Mr. Grimm.
That night I learned the truth. The world don't give a crap about you, so I figured I might as well return the favor. Doesn't take a genius to figure how it all worked out. Come on, motherfucker! Please don't. Turns out, I'm the bad guy. But what if that one jump never happened? What if I could go back and warn you? If I die in this contest, I'm fine with that. Hell, I'll welcome it. But if I win, I'm going back to stop him from trying that jump. I'm going back to save his life. And maybe then, my life will turn out different.
Interesting. So as you guys saw right there, we got the ending of Sweet Tooth's chapter and the beginning of the next chapter of this story with Mr. Grimm, which, as you can possibly tell, is nothing like the past few Twisted Metal games, because usually when you associate Mr. Grimm, you always associate him with the Grim Reaper, but it seems to me that in this particular game they've changed it up to be more realistic, I guess. Because this time Mr. Grimm is a thug. He's like a gangster thug who all he wants to do is go back in time so that he can rescue his father and make sure that that crash never happened. And he's quite possibly, out of all the characters that you play as, he's probably the most realistic out of all of them. He just wants to save his father. But anyway, guys, that is for another time. I hope you enjoyed the first chapter of the Twisted Metal storyline, where we have completed Sweet Tooth's chapter, and we move on next time with the Mr. Grimm chapter. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, stay tuned for more, and join me next time where we will begin the Mr. Grimm chapter properly. Thank you, and goodbye.